A weather Idjuras. 1. Talking about the weather, feeling hot and cold, dress advice, Bezeljeets az Idjarasrol, Hideg Meleg Ezetrol, Altoskodisi Tanaksok. We have 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn and winter. In spring, nature awakens. The migrating birds fly home. Swallows and storks build their nests Afexkekes a Goliac Feshket Epitenek. The snow melts. The first snowdrops appear. Everything becomes green. The weather is sometimes warm, sometimes cold. It often rains and the wind blows. In summer, people go on holiday. Most people take their holidays at this time. You have to be careful of the weather, because there are frequent showers and thunderstorms in summer. If it rains and the sun shines at the same time, you can see rainbows in the sky. Most of us find it hard to cope with the heat. More and more homes are air-conditioned. Everything is green. Many fruits are ripening, such as cherries, melons, peaches, apricots. We can eat ice cream every day. In summer the nights are short, the days are long. Late summer is known as the summer of old women. It is still warm in September. It rains often and the wind blows hard. Migrating birds fly to warmer regions. Farmers harvest the crops. This is harvest time. There can be many storms and rain all day long. Nature is beautiful in autumn. The forests are clear. The leaves falling from the trees are yellow, brown, red. Winter is the coldest season. It often snows. Temperatures are consistently below 0 degrees Celsius, but global warming is making winters milder. When it's cold, lakes freeze over. You can go skiing or sledging. Everything is covered with snow. Everything is calm, quiet, and snow-white. I've noticed it's been quite chilly lately, haven't you? I prefer warmer climates, but there's something cozy, Meghit about the cold weather too. When it's cold outside, I always make sure to layer up to stay warm. Do you have any tips for staying stylish while keeping warm in winter? I find it challenging to dress for this transitional weather. It's not quite cold, but not warm either. I love bundling up in a thick scarf and gloves when it's frosty outside. Saratek Varstag Salba S Keshtai Bujni, Harkint Fagi Van. Have you ever experienced extreme weather conditions like snowstorms or heat waves? I think investing in a good quality winter coat is essential for surviving the colder months. I always struggle to find the balance between staying warm and not looking like a marshmallow in my winter coat. Do you have any favorite winter accessories, like hats or boots? I find it interesting how different cultures have unique clothing traditions for dealing with cold weather. What's your go-to outfit when the temperature drops below freezing? Layering is key for me. I like to wear a thermal layer underneath my clothes during the winter months. Have you ever tried any unconventional Sokatlan methods for staying warm in cold weather? I'm always on the lookout for new winter fashion trends. Have you seen anything interesting lately? 2. Characterization of domestic weather and seasons for foreign visitors and tourists. Hazai Idjuras, Evsakok Jelamziz Kulfoldi Idelatogatoknak, Turistaknak. Welcome to Hungary. Our weather can be quite diverse throughout the year. If you're visiting in the summer, be prepared for hot temperatures, especially in July and August. Autumn is a beautiful time to visit, with mild temperatures and stunning foliage. Winters here can be cold and snowy, so make sure to pack accordingly if you're visiting between December and February. Spring is lovely, with flowers blooming and temperatures gradually warming up after winter. Have you experienced the famous Hungarian summer heat yet? It's not uncommon for temperatures to reach 30 degrees Celsius or higher in the peak of summer. Autumn brings cooler weather and vibrant colors as the leaves change. Don't forget to pack an umbrella if you're visiting in the spring. We can have quite a bit of rain. Winter sports enthusiasts will love the opportunities for skiing and snowboarding in the Hungarian mountains. Have you tried any traditional Hungarian dishes to warm up during the colder months? The Danube River is beautiful year-round, but it's especially enchanting in the autumn when the leaves change color. If you're visiting in the winter, be sure to check out some of the festive Christmas markets around the country. Springtime is perfect for exploring Hungary's countryside and visiting charming villages. No matter what time of year you visit, Hungary's weather offers something unique and memorable for every traveler. 3. Detailed characterization of weather and climatic conditions. Idjarasi esig hajlati vishonyok rezlits jelamzes. Hungary has a temperate continental climate characterized by 4 distinct seasons. Summers are generally warm to hot, with average temperatures ranging from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Winters can be cold, with temperatures often dropping below freezing, especially in January and February. Spring is a transitional Atmaneti season, with temperatures gradually focositosen warming up and nature coming back to life after winter. Autumn brings cooler temperatures and stunning foliage, Lenigers lombozat, as the leaves change color. The weather in Hungary is influenced by various factors, including its landlocked position and proximity to the Mediterranean Sea. The country experiences moderate rainfall throughout the year, with slightly drier conditions in the eastern regions. Fog is not uncommon, particularly in low-lying areas and during the autumn and winter months. Hungary is also prone to occasional thunderstorms, especially in the summer months. The Great Hungarian Plain in the east tends to be drier and hotter in the summer compared to the hilly and mountainous regions in the west. Lake Balaton, Central Europe's largest lake, has a moderating effect on the climate in its vicinity, with milder temperatures in both summer and winter. The northeastern part of the country, near the Buk Mountains, receives more snowfall in the winter, making it a popular destination for winter sports enthusiasts. The climate varies slightly from region to region, with the western part of the country experiencing slightly milder winters and cooler summers compared to the eastern regions. Overall, Hungary's climate offers a diverse range of experiences throughout the year, making it an appealing destination for travelers with different preferences. Whether you prefer basking in the summer sun by Lake Balaton or skiing in the snowy mountains, Hungary has something to offer for every season. B. Environment, Környezet. 1. Pet care Kisalatra Vigyázás. 1. Taking care of a pet requires dedication and responsibility. 2. It's important to provide your pet with a balanced diet that meets their nutritional needs. 3. Regular exercise is crucial for keeping your pet healthy and happy. 4. Grooming Apalas is an essential part of pet care, especially for breeds with long or thick fur. 5. Making sure your pet has access to fresh water at all times is vital for their well-being. 6. Regular visits to the veterinarian are necessary to ensure your pet's health and to keep up with vaccinations. 7. Providing your pet with a safe and comfortable living environment is essential for their overall happiness. 8. Socialization is important for pets, especially dogs, to prevent behavioral problems and help them feel more comfortable around people and other animals. 9. It's important to train your pet using positive reinforcement techniques to encourage good behavior. 10. Properly identifying and addressing any signs of illness or injury in your pet is crucial for their health and well-being. 11. Researching the specific needs and characteristics of your pet's breed can help you better understand how to care for them. 12. Pet-proofing your home is essential to prevent accidents and keep your pet safe from potential hazards. 13. Spending quality time with your pet through play and bonding activities is important for building a strong relationship. 14. Providing mental stimulation for your pet, such as puzzle toys or training exercises, can help prevent boredom and destructive behavior. 15. Lastly, showing love and affection to your pet is perhaps the most important aspect of pet care, as it strengthens the bond between you and enhances their overall happiness and well-being. 2. Introducing your own pet to friends. Sajat Hazikedvank Bemutatesa Baratiknak. Let me introduce you to Hector, my beloved dog. Hector is a lively Belgian Shepherd dog with a heart of gold. He's been a part of our family for 8 years now, and he brings so much joy into our lives. Hector has a beautiful brown coat that always shines in the sunlight. His favorite pastime is playing fetch in the park, and he never gets tired of chasing after his ball. Hector is incredibly friendly and loves meeting new people and dogs. Despite his size, he's the gentlest soul you'll ever meet. He's also quite smart. He's mastered a few tricks like sitting, shaking paws, and rolling over. He's also a great cuddler and loves nothing more than curling up next to me on the couch. Hector is very loyal and always sticks by my side, whether we're going for a walk or just lounging around at home. He's got the most expressive eyes that seem to understand everything I'm feeling. Sometimes, when I'm feeling down, just spending time with Hector can instantly lift my spirits. Hector has a special way of bringing people together. He's like a magnet for love and positivity. I couldn't imagine my life without Hector. He truly is my best friend and constant companion. 3. Discussing the pros and cons of buying a pet at the pet store. Kisalat Vasalas Elniinekes Hatranyanak Megbesilis Az Alatkareskadespan. Purchasing a pet from a pet store can offer convenience and a wide selection of breeds. However, one major disadvantage is that animals from pet stores often come from mass breeding facilities, also known as puppy mills. Puppy mills prioritize profit over the welfare of the animals, leading to poor living conditions and health issues. On the other hand, buying from a reputable breeder or adopting from a shelter ensures that you're supporting ethical practices and giving a home to a pet in need. Another advantage of buying from a pet store is the ability to see the animal in person and interact with it before making a decision. However, this can also be a disadvantage if the pet store doesn't provide adequate information about the animal's background or health history. When purchasing from a breeder or adopting from a shelter, you have the opportunity to learn about the pet's temperament and any special needs they may have. Pet stores often offer puppies and kittens at a higher price compared to adopting from a shelter, Menhali, where the fees typically cover vaccinations and spaying-neutering. Additionally, pet stores may not provide proper education or support for new pet owners, leading to challenges in caring for the animal. Adopting from a shelter not only saves a life but also helps alleviate the issue of pet overpopulation. When you buy from a pet store, you may unknowingly support the continuation of irresponsible breeding practices. Pets from pet stores may also be more prone to genetic health problems due to poor breeding practices. Adopting from a shelter allows you to give a second chance to an animal that may have been abandoned or mistreated. However, it's important to consider that shelter animals may come with unknown behavioral issues or require additional training. Ultimately, whether you choose to buy from a pet store, a breeder, or adopt from a shelter, it's crucial to prioritize the welfare and well-being of the animal above all else. 4. Discussing animal husbandry information. Alatartasi Tudnivalok Megbesilis. 1. Keeping a pet requires a commitment Elkotelazetseg of time, effort, and resources. 2. It's important to research the specific needs and requirements of the animal species you're considering before bringing one into your home. 3. Different animals have different dietary needs, so it's essential to provide them with a balanced and appropriate diet. 4. Proper housing is crucial for the well-being of your pet, whether it's a cage, tank, or enclosure. 5. Regular veterinary checkups are necessary to ensure your pet's health and to catch any potential issues early on. 6. Providing enrichment activities and mental stimulation is important for preventing boredom and promoting a happy and healthy pet. 7. Socialization is key, especially for animals like dogs and cats, to prevent behavioral problems and help them feel comfortable around people and other animals. 8. Training is essential for teaching your pet good manners and obedience, as well as for strengthening the bond between you and your pet. 9. It's important to provide your pet with plenty of opportunities for exercise and play to keep them physically and mentally fit. 10. Grooming requirements vary depending on the type of pet you have, so it's essential to learn how to properly care for their coat, nails, and overall hygiene. 11. Keeping your pet's living environment clean and free of hazards is crucial for their health and well-being. 12. Understanding your pet's body language and behavior can help you better meet their needs and address any issues that may arise. 13. It's important to be prepared for the financial responsibilities of pet ownership, including food, veterinary care, grooming supplies, and other expenses. 14. Responsible pet ownership also involves following local regulations and laws regarding pet care and licensing. 15. Ultimately, providing love, care, and attention to your pet is the most important aspect of responsible pet ownership. 5. Characterization of animals and plants. In zoos, Alatok, Novenyek Jelamzes, Alatkurtban. 1. Welcome to the zoo. Let me tell you about some of the fascinating animals and plants you'll encounter here. 2. One of the most impressive animals in the zoo is the majestic lion, with its golden mane and powerful roar. 3. As you stroll through the zoo, you'll notice a variety of exotic birds, from colorful parrots to graceful flamingos. 4. The reptile house is home to a diverse array of snakes, lizards, and turtles, each with its own unique characteristics. 5. Don't forget to visit the primate exhibit, where you can observe intelligent and playful monkeys swinging from branch to branch. 6. In the aquarium, you'll find a stunning assortment of fish, from tiny guppies to massive sharks. 7. The zoo also boasts a beautiful botanical garden, showcasing a wide range of plant species from around the world. 8. Some of the highlights of the botanical garden include towering palm trees, delicate orchids, and vibrant tropical flowers. 9. As you explore the zoo, take note of the conservation efforts aimed at protecting endangered species and preserving their habitats. 10. Educational signage throughout the zoo provides information about each animal and plant species, as well as their natural habitats and behaviors. 11. The zoo staff is dedicated to providing the highest level of care for all the animals and plants, ensuring their health and well-being. 12. Many of the animals in the zoo participate in enrichment activities designed to stimulate their minds and encourage natural behaviors. 13. The zoo's botanical garden serves as a peaceful oasis in the heart of the city, offering visitors a chance to connect with nature. 14. Conservation programs run by the zoo aim to raise awareness about the importance of protecting biodiversity and preserving natural ecosystems. 15. Whether you're an animal lover, a plant enthusiast, or simply looking for a relaxing day out, the zoo has something for everyone to enjoy. 6. Discussing local pollution problems in public forums or with friends, heli korniazetsenyazisi problemak megbeselis lakasagi forumakan veji baratokal. 1. Our community has been grappling Kuzdanek with several local environmental issues lately, such as air pollution from nearby factories. 2. It's concerning to see the impact of industrial emissions on our air quality, especially for those with respiratory issues. 3. I think it's important for us to come together as a community to address these pollution problems and advocate for cleaner technologies. 4. Another issue we've been facing is water pollution in our local rivers and streams, mainly due to runoff from agricultural activities and improper waste disposal. 5. It's disheartening to see the litter and pollutants that end up in our waterways, harming aquatic life and contaminating our drinking water sources. 6. I believe raising awareness and promoting responsible waste management practices are crucial steps in combating water pollution in our area. 7. Noise pollution is also a growing concern, particularly from increased traffic and construction activities in our neighborhood. 8. The constant noise pollution not only affects our quality of life, but also disrupts wildlife habitats and breeding patterns. 9. Implementing noise reduction measures and enforcing noise ordinances could help mitigate the adverse Kedvestlan effects of noise pollution in our community. 10. Another environmental issue that's been on our radar is the loss of green spaces and natural habitats due to urban development. 11. Preserving our remaining green spaces is essential for maintaining biodiversity, providing recreational areas for residents, and mitigating the effects of climate change. 12. I think it's crucial for local authorities to prioritize sustainable urban planning and green infrastructure initiatives to protect our environment. 13. Waste management is another area where we can make significant improvements to reduce our environmental impact. 14. Implementing recycling programs, promoting composting, and reducing single-use plastics are just a few ways we can work towards a more sustainable future. 15. By engaging in open discussions and collaborating with local officials and community members, we can address these environmental challenges and work towards a healthier and more sustainable environment for all. 7. Giving your own environmental habits and advice to friends. Sajat Korniazet Videlmi Sokasok, Tanaksok Adasa Baratiknak. 1. I've been trying to reduce my plastic usage by using reusable bags when I go shopping. 2. One simple change I've made is switching to a reusable water bottle instead of buying single-use plastic bottles. 3. I've started composting food scraps to reduce waste and create nutrient-rich soil for my garden. 4. Another eco-friendly habit I've adopted is using public transportation or carpooling whenever possible to reduce my carbon footprint. 5. I've been incorporating more plant-based meals into my diet to reduce the environmental impact of meat production. 6. I try to buy locally produced foods to support the local economy and reduce the carbon emissions associated with transportation. 7. Conserving energy is important to me, so I make sure to turn off lights and unplug electronics when they're not in use. 8. I've been exploring alternative energy sources like solar panels to reduce my reliance on fossil fuels. 9. I've been educating myself about environmental issues and advocating for policies that promote sustainability and conservation. 10. One tip I would give is to repair items instead of automatically replacing them to reduce waste. 11. I encourage my friends to join me in participating in beach cleanups or community litter picks to help keep our environment clean. 12. Growing my own fruits and vegetables in a small garden not only reduces my carbon footprint but also ensures I have access to fresh, organic produce. 13. I've been supporting brands and companies that prioritize sustainability and ethical practices in their production processes. 14. I try to minimize water waste by taking shorter showers and fixing any leaks or drips around the house. 15. Finally, I think it's important for all of us to remember that even small changes in our daily habits can make a big difference in protecting the environment for future generations. C. Residence, Lokoheli. 1. Presentation of home and personal environment, Othan S. Semmelais Cornizet Bemutitesa. We live in a 4-story apartment building on the 4th floor. The apartment has 3 rooms, a kitchen, a hallway, a bathroom and a toilet, and 2 balconies. The balconies are a bit cramped, but you can keep nice flowers and sit outside for coffee. The rooms are large and spacious. One of them is a bedroom and functions as a living room, the other is a children's room and the third is a study. The kitchen is also spacious and equipped with appliances. The neighborhood is family-friendly. Downstairs there is a well-equipped playground with swings, slide, seesaw, sandpit. Unfortunately there is no shop nearby, but there are a few hypermarkets about 10 minutes away by car. The bus stop is a minute's walk away. The area is quiet. There are good walks nearby. The neighbors are nice, mostly families with small children. 2. Characterization of one's own place of residence during directions, Sajat Lokoheli Jelamzis Utbegazitas Soren. We live on the outskirts of the city. Couriers often have trouble finding their way around. It's not easy to find us. We have a bus stop and a big parking lot in front of us. There are several blocks of flats next to each other, with similar addresses, but there is always a friendly neighbor to point people in the right direction. 3. Giving interior design advice to friends, help with home improvement and moving, Lakbarendazisi Tanaksoka Dasa Baratiknak, Sejitseg Larkas Falujitasban, Koltozeska. 1. When it comes to interior design, it's all about finding a balance between functionality and aesthetics. 2. Have you considered using neutral colors as a base and adding pops of color with accessories? 3. Lighting is key in any space. Make sure to incorporate a mix of overhead, task, and accent lighting for ambience. 4. If you're renovating, start by making a list of your priorities and budgeting accordingly. 5. It's a good idea to get quotes from multiple contractors before starting any major renovations. 6. When moving, labeling boxes by room can save you a lot of time and hassle when unpacking. 7. Take advantage of storage solutions like shelves, baskets, and bins to keep clutter at bay in your new space. 8. Before painting, always test your chosen colors on a small section of the wall to see how they look in different lighting conditions. 9. Don't forget to measure your furniture and doorways to ensure everything will fit through during the move. 10. Consider using furniture with dual purposes, like a sofa bed or storage ottoman, to maximize space in smaller apartments. 11. When selecting window treatments, choose options that offer both privacy and light control, like blinds or curtains with blackout lining. 12. Prioritize high-traffic areas like the entryway and kitchen when planning your renovation timeline. 13. It's often worth investing in quality furniture pieces that will stand the test of time, especially for items like sofas and mattresses. 14. Don't be afraid to mix and match different styles and textures to create a unique and personalized look in your home. 15. And most importantly, have fun with the process. Whether you're decorating, renovating, or moving, it's all about creating a space that feels like home. 4. Sharing housework, coordination, problem solving with foreign housemates, neighbors, landlord Hazamunka megastasa, Egies teats, problemexeals kolfoldi lakatasakal, somsadokal, fbelval. 1. Let's sit down and discuss how we can divide the household chores fairly among us. 2. It's essential for us to communicate openly and regularly about any issues or concerns we have regarding household tasks. 3. Would you be open to creating a chore schedule that rotates weekly or monthly to ensure everyone contributes equally? 4. If there are specific chores you prefer or dislike, let's discuss and try to accommodate each other's preferences. 5. If there are any disagreements or misunderstandings regarding chores, let's address them calmly and find a solution together. 6. Is there a convenient time for us to have a house meeting to discuss any upcoming events or issues related to household maintenance? 7. In case of any emergencies or urgent repairs needed in the house, let's make sure we have each other's contact information handy. 8. It's important for us to respect each other's personal space and belongings while sharing common areas in the house. 9. If you have any guests coming over, please let us know in advance so we can make necessary arrangements and ensure everyone feels comfortable. 10. Let's also discuss any noise restrictions or quiet hours that our landlord or building management may have in place. 11. If there are any issues with neighbors, such as noise complaints or shared facilities, let's address them promptly and respectfully. 12. It might be helpful to establish guidelines for using shared amenities like the kitchen, bathroom, or laundry room to avoid conflicts. 13. If there are any maintenance or repair issues in the house, let's notify our landlord or property manager as soon as possible. 14. Let's make an effort to keep our living space clean and tidy by cleaning up after ourselves and taking turns with regular chores. 15. Overall, clear communication, mutual respect, and willingness to compromise are key to maintaining a harmonious living environment with our roommates, neighbors, or landlord. 5. Obtaining and providing information related to finding and renting an apartment lokaskarisessel, lakasbalessel capsulatos informatioserses, informatioardas. 1. When searching for an apartment, it's essential to consider factors like location, budget, and amenities. 2. Online platforms like real estate websites or rental apps are excellent resources for finding available apartments in your desired area. 3. Before starting your search, it's helpful to establish your priorities and must-haves for your new living space. 4. When browsing listings, pay attention to details like square footage, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and included utilities. 5. Don't forget to inquire about any additional fees or expenses, such as security deposits, pet fees, or parking charges. 6. It's a good idea to schedule viewings for multiple apartments to compare options and get a feel for different neighborhoods. 7. When meeting with landlords or property managers, come prepared with questions about lease terms, maintenance policies, and move-in procedures. 8. Take note of the condition of the apartment during the viewing and ask about any necessary repairs or renovations before signing a lease. 9. If you're considering renting in a new city or neighborhood, research local amenities like grocery stores, schools, and public transportation options. 10. Reach out to friends, family, or colleagues who are familiar with the area for recommendations and insider tips on finding the perfect apartment. 11. Consider joining online forums or social media groups dedicated to apartment hunting in your desired location for additional support and advice. 12. Keep track of your apartment search progress by maintaining a spreadsheet or notebook with details about each property you've viewed. 13. Before signing a lease, carefully review all terms and conditions, including the length of the lease, rent increases, and any restrictions on modifications or subletting. 14. If you have any concerns or questions during the apartment hunting process, don't hesitate to reach out to the landlord or leasing agent for clarification. 15. Ultimately, finding the right apartment requires patience, research, and careful consideration of your needs and preferences. 6. Comparison of rural and urban life for foreign visitors. Videki s Varosi ilet osa hazan latesa kulfoldia dekldnek. In big cities, people are isolated. They do not know each other or only by sight. Many people, especially the elderly, are lonely. They are abandoned. But many of them live in nursing homes. Most people live in apartment blocks. There are more job opportunities. There are more shopping centers. There is a wide range of shops and stores. Many people travel by car, but this makes the traffic very heavy, especially in the morning and afternoon. The cultural and entertainment opportunities are endless, but people have to dig deep into their pockets. The air is often polluted by traffic. The village air is fresh. Less stress for people. People are less rushed. We can keep pets. There is more space for people to live. Life is calmer. We can spend more time in nature, in the fresh air. At the same time there are fewer jobs, people have to work. There are fewer leisure activities.